welcome to Leander98 channel. Today I am bringing you more equations. It's been a long time since I've done something like this. Last time I believe was when we were trying to figure out how long the quarter mile actually is. Actually no, it was more yeah, when we were trying to figure out the units of Little Big Planet. That was a long time ago. However, this time I'm bringing you something a little more useful. Maybe not a little more useful, but at least more useful to me. My god, this will help easy. However, this is an equation that I found on Google. And apparently it's a formula for quarter mile times. You know what? It works. It does. Now, this power here is should be more something on the line of the power at the wheels rather than the actual max engine power. Now, what we have here is the 2005 Ford Mustang that we had made for the video. Now, this particular one has exactly 300 engine horsepower. Now when you calculate, when you go through this equation, which is, now I didn't really have an easy way to write this, but this right here to the root, wait, cubed root, yeah. Oh yeah, you're not squaring it, you're not cubing it. This is a cubed root, and there's no root symbol in Little Big Planet, not Little Big Planet, but on the PlayStation thing, but basically it's that. Yeah, so it's basically the cubed root of the weight, might help up here, the weight divided by the power. Cubed root to that, then times 5.825. Now, where's that number come from? I don't know. It's probably something that actually made it work, which is perfectly understandable. However, we're going to use this to try and figure out how much horsepower does the modifications of this car have. Because right now, I was starting to record a video for it, but honestly, it would have been a disastrous video, extremely boring and long. Because it wouldn't have been sped up, it would be me talking through the entire thing. However, I'm rebuilding Elbinder Saga, so you're probably going to see some of that. So I'm rebuilding that, and this is the first car I'm going to use for it as my test animal. Well, test mule. Test horse. We'll use that. Either way, it's going to have customizable gears and transmission. No, yeah. Customizable gears and paint, obviously, as we figured out the paint tool. Yeah, I'm probably gonna bypass the juice thing, and that's not working as well as I'd like it. It's just so laggy. However, let's get into this. Now, the first run this car that this does is 13.5. I'm pretty sure, actually. Let's run it. So much for my square root. Now, obviously, there's a lot of factors that go into that. There's the tire spin time, there's the gear shift time. There's a lot of things that go into it. Yep, 13.5 on the nose, so that's good. Now, however, for this, to get that exact 13.5, we need the horsepower goes down to 280. Now, that's if we're counting wheel horsepower. Oh boy, I didn't put the answer in. So that's if we put wheel horsepower in. Now, if we can get rid of this now. If we give it power and we can figure out the time, obviously, then we can just spam numbers in until we get the correct time. So let's see, what time does it bring down? Let's convert all these to blue, except the engine. Now, obviously, we can figure this out, even with the weight. The weight reduction, we can find out how heavy the car ends up being. So, engine, I'll have that on. Let's figure out our time. $12.8. Okay, it's not bad at all. Now first let's figure out our percentage lost because the car's horsepower is 300, but in order for the equation to work perfectly, the horsepower comes down to 280. So let's see. It's going to be 300, divide that by 280. And I think we get, oh wait, no, I gotta do it the other way. 280 divided by 300. And we get about almost a 10% loss. It's about 9, well, hold on. 1 minus answer. There we go. We get about a 7% is what we lose. 7% horsepower. So let's see, if we got 12.8 and we use our equation. Sorry you can't see the calculator that I'm using. I'm not using my phone. It's an actual TI-84 that I use for school. So let's see. We're just going to spam numbers in. So if we got a 12.8, let's predict 400 horsepower. Geez, even exactly 400 horsepower would get us under 12 seconds. And we got a 12.8, so we might be in the neighborhood of about 3.8, well, maybe 350. That's 12.5. So what, 340? It's a lot less horsepower than I was thinking. $340, $330. Yeah, about 300. 325, that's it. We got 25 extra horsepower at the wheels. It's 325 times that 1.07, and we get about almost 350 horsepower. That's it. That is it. So we can at least bring this up here. So we want this to be 12.8. Oh my. Dang it. 12.8. That comes up to about 330 horsepower. No, about 325. Yikes, that's not much. No, stay. Okay, so much for the turbo. Well, supercharger, I should say. $12.5, so it's a bit quicker. Now I'm pretty sure we can go back in here. That comes up to 350 horsepower. So I just went back through my calculations from earlier. And what is it, 350? Yeah, about 350. Well, let's see, 350 times 0.107. We get up to about 375 horsepower. So that's all we're making so far. Not so much. Now how much? That's NOS. Tires. Wait, here we go. Now let's see. How much weight reduction actually happens in the weight part of this? I hope it's not just 50 pounds. Actually, 50 pounds wouldn't be the worst, actually. Okay, it comes down to a 13.2. We'll round it to that. So, we'll put it back to our 280. And let's see, let's start out with 3,200 pounds. That brings us down to a 13.1. And what's our starting weight? Oh, 3,000. Oh my god, I dropped. Okay. Oh, the worst. Hold on. Yeah, I originally started out with 3,483 pounds, and I put it down 3,200, so that's 200 pounds loss. 283 pounds lost. It's not bad at all. So let's put 3,300. Now that's back to a 13,250. So maybe in the middle. 13,250. That's about it. Whoops. Might help actually change that. 13. Alrighty. So we got that. So what is our total horsepower? It's not much. Let's see. 420. No, so let's see. Let's see. 47 plus... No. 48... No. 50 plus 75. We'll just round it. 125 extra horsepower. So that means this makes about... If we put turbo... the supercharger and the engine together. Then take away the weight. So what this car should run is about 425 horsepower. Flat. So let's see, if we put 425 in, oh, we gotta divide our, hold on, 425 divided by the 1.07, 397 at the wheels, and the equation comes up. We got 12 flat on that run, correct? The equation perfectly comes up to 12.01. How about that? Something's going off. Hold on. Alright, so the food's cooked. So, after conclusion of all this, and the equation even perfectly coming up to it, our magic horsepower, in total, is... Whoops. Yep. After mods, this Mustang only has 425 horsepower. Yay. Alrighty. So that's that. How much horsepower is added when we apply the prototype parts? Now, that is certainly a big thing. It's probably going to go up to possibly 550. At least 500. Because this time is going to drop drastically. So we turn that on. Now, the car's not going to look any different. Or sound different. It's not going to do anything different. Except, well, it's going to do something. And let's go! 10.8. So we got a 10.8 on that run. Alright, what's our horsepower? Oh shoot. 3483. 483. So what's our horsepower for that? Well, we'll find out. Actually, you know, if I graph this, it'd probably work better than trying to randomly find it. Okay, let's go with our initial 550 that we said. Alright, the 550 guess takes it down to a 10.7. I feel like that equation would... This equation wouldn't work too well, because only 550 horsepower. It's not much, and it's already claiming a 10.7, my god. Alright, so let's drop this down to a 525. And that's a little low. Alright, 535. 540? Yeah, 540 horses. And that's before we calculate the loss of power. So after prototype parts, how much horse do we have? Wow. So the prototyping parts adds a whole 150 horsepower. That's more than the supercharger and the engine combined. So our max total horsepower is 575. Not the worst, not the best, obviously, but still pretty good. Alrighty. That's enough of the equations. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, and if you enjoyed the video and it helped, hit the like button, and if you're new, subscribe for more Little Big Planet car content. We're on our way up to 1,000 subs, and hopefully by that time, well, let's try and at least get to 1,000 by the end of the year. I think we can do that. And by that time, YouTube should get me my monetization back. So, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.